We're wasting good show here.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump off in a little bit, but I just want to jump in and say, hey,
I appreciate it, Jay.
of course, man. I'll try to stay on as long as I can.
Hey everybody, Dave Woodson, Roller Dream Team Agents here in Northwest Indiana. This is Wine with Woodson, the 6th anniversary show. Make sure you can hear us live in the group. They can hear us live. We're good to go. 6 years I've been doing this, guys, and you guys were part of the history. Misha, you were the rookie of the year, and we talked more than a few times about video, and you're still killing it with video, and I'm doing okay with video. In fact, I got 2 prank calls tonight because of my videos. And Jay, you're my lost episode, because your episode was so controversial that you were getting hate mail.
I love that stuff. That's fun.
So I've got a couple more guests that are going to pop on here later on tonight as well as we go along. But I just want to have you guys on and relive some of the sex in me here real quick.
You know, if you get hate mail, you know that you affect someone in the right way, right? If you don't get any reaction at all, you're doing something wrong. So,
well, in this business, you have to not care either.
Exactly. It's Chip.
Oh whatever. Yeah, I quit caring a long time ago because you're gonna piss someone off, and I know I've pissed more than a few people off with this show.
Oh yeah,
over the years. And I will probably continue to do so. I don't think it's a good show unless you piss someone off.
Oh, 100%. I pissed another real estate agent off here because I did a TikTok and you could see a new construction home that she has listed, no sign of the art, nothing. It's just in the framing stage. You could see it in the background. So she messaged me and asked me to please remove it from TikTok. I was like, I was on the street.
In the background, you can't stop that.
I'm on the street, lady. I can film whatever I want to.
That's right.
Yeah,
there are whole video segments of people who just go out and video things on the street just to get cops out to call on them.
Yeah, but it's they try to be. I think when it comes to it, they try to be so bitchy about that stuff. It's horrible. It's the same way when I moved down here and started doing the whole YouTube thing. And I know there was one agent with a bigger brokerage who said, why are you doing that video stuff for? It's not going to bring you anything. I'm like, yeah, get the heck out of here. Who's laughing now?
I've had a couple agents who made shitty comments on my videos, and it's like, but I'm getting more leads off my videos than you are, because you're not doing any videos at all. So my videos may suck.
Exactly.
At least they're getting leads, and you're not doing any videos. You're not getting any leads.
They try to hate. Always. It's that's. I think that's that competitive mindset that so many still have.
Right.
They need to be better than you. Everything you do is shit, but what they do is good. And it's just not like that. You can compliment someone on doing someone or thinking out of the box. You know, how about that? How about we start complimenting other agents who think outside of the box and do something that no one else does in their area and does it in a good way?
I did something one time, and the guy never called me back. One of my first listings was one of his first houses that he sold, and then he sold it a couple years later. And I wanted to call him and I congratulate him. He never called me back. I said, I understand it is. I just wanted to congratulate him for selling his first sale. Cool. And he didn't take it as a compliment. I was just trying to be a nice guy with him, and granted, I was trying to recruit him, but that was neither here nor there.
But still, you can compliment someone. I mean, come on.
I've called more before than a few people. I've noticed your marketing's really improved, and I'm impressed by it. Or I've commented on their TikToks or their Instagram videos, and like I'm impressed with it. Or the greatest compliment is steal their idea.
Yeah, rip off and repeat.
Rip off and duplicate.
You can repeat it as well, but rip off and duplicate, rip off and repeat, same thing. But yes, and if someone rips my crap, here's the deal: unless someone doesn't exactly word for word copy my video,
Oh yeah. Then we've got an
then
issue.
go ahead. But I had one agent that tried to do YouTube videos, and she did a video, and I looked at it and I was like, "Hey, this is exactly my transcript. What the heck are you doing?"
Gotta go
But
get.
I mean, if you take the idea and it goes better because it's you, then do it. I'm all for it. Go out.
We lost Jay.
Yep. But by the way, 6-year anniversary. Funny thing, what I was trying to. Oh, I just did a video about it because I wanted to post it. So this week or 2 days ago, another agent here in the area sent me a text message. She's like, "I voted for you." I was like, "What did you vote for me?" She's like, "I voted for you." I was like, what is there to vote for me? And she's like, "Well, there is Best of Middle Georgia." I was like, "Best of Middle Georgia?" I was like, "I didn't put myself on there." She's like, "Well, I don't know, but someone did, and I voted for you." So
That's awesome.
I checked it out, and sure enough, someone put me on that ballot for being best realtor in Middle Georgia. And I just did a video, which I'm gonna publish that on Facebook later. But after I checked that on my computer here, I got out of my room, out of my office, and in right behind me there's like a floating shelf, and I got like some memorabilia up there, and I saw something in a frame. And I was like, "Holy crap, look at that." So in my 3rd year in real estate, I mean, that was when, Wine with Woodson was like, I was on there quite a bit then. I won Best of the Berg, Best of Warrensburg, Missouri in my 3rd year in real estate, right?
Nice.
And I was put on that ballot. This year is the 3rd year being a real estate agent down in Georgia after moving, and I was put on the ballot for Best of Middle Georgia. How crazy would it be if I win that too?
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Are you starting a grassroots campaign to get votes?
I'm not really doing campaigns, but I thought about some stuff. I did that video because it's I post that include the link in the video message. I do have an idea of a funny idea that is coming out later or at the end of this week is a funny video idea that I think is going to be very funny. And it's going to be halfway through voting period. So I'm going to put that out there. I'm not going to say I'm not going to post a long story, say, vote for me, vote for me. I just try to make it fun and then put it out there and see what I can get. If people vote for me and I happen to win that thing, it's all good. I don't need a campaign like a politician.
See, I would be doing it. I'd be calling all my cousins to vote for me, and
yeah, I mean,
there's at least 50 votes right there. If they all like me,
vote for me every day, every 24 hours. You can you can put a vote in.
Right.
Like, yeah, I mean, nah, I don't know. I'll see. I think if I put that video out there, that might help a little bit. But I want to do it in a funny way, in a funny, engaging way, and not just say, "Hey, you need to vote for me," because apparently someone thought I was the best in Middle Georgia, and now you got to think the same thing.
Yeah, and that's cool that someone did that for you, or did that thought of you enough to do that. A former client or your broker did it, or somebody did it.
I doubt my broker did it, but a former client probably did it, or maybe another real estate agent. Who knows? I mean, I don't really know, but I have very good relationships to all my past clients. They turn all into more of like friends. I go in, oh, Larry the Lender.
Larry the Lender is in here. I brought him on early on. I feel responsible for this guy.
Oh, you feel responsible for his fame?
Somewhat.
Okay.
I was early on the bandwagon.
Larry Lee.
But
That is true. Dave is one of the first fans I had. I think I had the only fan I had was Dave for maybe a good 2 years, and then I got my second fan, which was Jason Morris, and then I was like, yes, I doubled my audience.
speaking of which, I gotta have to
Yeah.
invite Jason Morris.
Yes, I got a couple of fans now. Yeah. Did you come on here for your 15 minutes of fame? Is that
I came in as my obligatory like salute to Dave in his 6th year.
I just made that was paraphrasing what Amber Heard's attorney said to that one witness. 15 minutes of fame. It's broadcasted on Facebook, so it's a 15 minutes of fame right there.
Right on.
That's such an awesome what do you call it trial or whatever, because it's almost like, I mean, I'm not saying the world's boring right now, but there's not a lot of like funny stuff happening. There's a lot of serious stuff happening, not a lot of funny stuff happening, but that is like a continuous slow drip of like comedic gold,
that trial brought so many funny clips up. I mean,
it's still going on, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're deliberating, I think.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
See, I watched it just enough I paid attention just enough to get some laughs out of it, but I didn't.
Friday was the closing statement. I just laughed my butt off of the comments of Johnny Depp when he was on the stand, and he said, "Yeah, Mr. Rottenberg, yeah, okay, objection," or when her lawyer objected herself. I mean, I'm like, what the heck is going on, people? Did you all take cocaine before you went into that thing? You all nuts.
My wife made a meme. It said, if Amber Heard's lawyers can get a law degree, then you can get a home loan. Like, my wife never makes memes, but she made a meme of herself. She's a huge fan. Like, she has like a Johnny Depp shirt that says "That's hearsay," right? She's a huge fan of it. Like, she watches it every morning or whatever. Like, she's like putting on makeup, but she's watching the proceedings or whatever.
Let's have a mega pie.
What are you making? Meth Larry or something? All I see is you.
Chocolate. I mean, not chocolate. Iced coffee. I mean, iced coffee. Yeah.
I see that now because in the Zoom, all you see is your hand moving.
Yeah, my kitchen's a huge mess right now. Here, I'll show you. Like that's the reason why I do my background or whatever. I normally have like a cool background, but I'm watching The Boys. My wife is in London, so I'm like at home in my kitchen right now watching The Boys. They're like 3 different places, but I know that they're safe because I planted them there. But yeah, like without a background, this is what you see. See, you see my kitchen, right? It's not as exciting. So yeah, that's why I put my background. Plus, you might see a naked boy walk by. I don't want you to see that. So yeah.
Nope.
I'm on my PC, but on my Mac, I've got Dave in the background. It's a Fire Dave.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah, I love it.
But this is my PC. This is my PC, so I don't have that effect on this one.
Yeah, I'm in my YouTube studio.
Yeah, I need to get one of those.
I need
to get a whole row of them. One for LinkedIn, one for YouTube, one for TikTok, one for Rumble. Are you guys using Rumble at all?
No. I concentrate mostly. I honestly, the only thing that I concentrate right now is YouTube and TikTok.
See, if I do a TikTok, I'm putting it on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, YouTube Reels.
Yep.
Yeah, some of them I do. Some of them
on LinkedIn.
Some of them I don't. I'm just I created that the German alter ego that is doing really good. Real estate agent going there is a kid in the screen. The real estate agent going with his German client, showing houses and stuff, and so those things work really well.
Officially, gentlemen, this is the 289th bottle of wine.
Wow.
I average if I did 48 shows a year and I had a bottle of wine per show, it's 288 bottles of wine. 288 bottles of wine.
Wow.
So
Now, how much money did you spend on wine?
$3,456 in wine.
That's not bad.
If I
For 6 years?
if I average $12 a bottle.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
No.
for 6 years, not bad.
No, that's not.
That's you got a pretty good ROI then, Dave.
Yeah, it's not too
Yeah, I
bad.
got at least one loan out of this, maybe two.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean your show should have gotten at least one deal, right? And that one deal would have paid for all that wine. So I think you're doing pretty good.
I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. All right. Next, you should start investing in wine stock since you know you're gonna drink a bottle a week.
Well, at some point I've got to quit. But
What?
I'm professional at this.
You can't quit. If you quit, then the title of your thing will be irrelevant. You know, it'll be like wine lists.
Wineless.
Wineless with Woodson.
That's too close to winless with Woodson.
I mean,
Exactly.
I mean, if you move to California, you can't make wheat with Woodson.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're getting closer to Indiana than Indiana because we're surrounded by it because it's got it in Michigan and in Illinois.
But might be a whole different story, a little bit more funny, huh? Wheat with Woodson. It's just a little.
Early on, I would swear too much, and I would every time I swore I had to drink. If I burped, I had to drink. And the shows would go on for an hour to 2 hours long. Gavin and I would talk, and Andrew Gavin and I would get going. We'd be on there for 2 hours, and I'd drink a bottle of wine. He'd start saying "fuck Zillow" and shit like that.
Oh yeah, right. I know you were very adamant about hating Silo at the beginning of Wine with Woodson.
But now they're a broker in Indiana. They can sue me or give me for ethics violation. So I got to watch what I say.
Yeah.
Zillow is a great company. It's a great company. Great brokerage.
Awesome. I couldn't say enough good things about them. Just don't buy
Yeah.
the leads.
No, they always, in transactions, they are always on top of things. Always.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's funny what I've noticed over the years, though, who people who bitch about the big Z
Yeah.
are the ones who are buying all the lead or buying buy all the leads now from them.
Oh,
yeah, it's either those or the ones that don't get anything going. You know?
Yeah.
Those are, I mean, they bitch about everything. The ones that don't get anything going, I think I've heard over the last couple of weeks, I had a couple of conversations about what we're going to see with all the newer agents that came on in the last couple of years where the market was hot. How many people do we actually see fall off? And how many people do we see switch brokerages because they now think, hey, their broker has to provide them with something. And if they cannot get that, or if they cannot get anything going, the first thing they blame it on is the broker. And then they're going to switch broker. And then they see, oh, crap, it might not be the broker. It might be me.
Bill Crane's in the house. Be careful what you say about him now.
Oh.
We gotta clean up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we gotta stop saying. We gotta stop talking about it now.
Language.
Oh my God. What's up, guys?
What's up,
What
Mark?
is
Bloody Mary?
happening?
What happened? My displays, Bill Gates, that bleeper, he did a system update last night. And because it's a holiday, I totally forgot about this. I need like 2 hours to put everything back, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise you just see a bunch of blank TVs, but it's not quite right, but it's better than nothing, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Letting your hair grow, huh?
It takes trickery to get 6 monitors to do what one's supposed to do. Bill Gates don't like it. I guess I'm letting my hair grow long. You know, like I had no reason to cut it. I'm like not going anywhere. I guess COVID's over now, so I guess I could cut it. You know, but now I'm just lazy and don't care.
So like story of my life. I just got to the point that I'm just lazy anymore. I'm doing just enough business to keep my head above water, and that's all I'm interested in doing. I'm like, I go show houses, and I'm like, don't put it off running this house. I don't want to work for this one. But I just know it's gonna be a lot of work because it's like it needs too much work, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass during the inspection process, and I'm gonna have to carry hold their hand. They're not going to like the house when they buy it. They're just being desperate. But now I think we're starting to come out of that phase a little bit now because we're starting to see a little bit of a shift in the market.
I think so. I mean, people call me stupid if I say something in lab coat agents. You're crazy, man. The real estate market's never coming back down. Like, oh yeah, I was here in 2006 and 7. I've heard that before.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. I was a lender back then.
Yeah. It has no choice but to go down. Nobody can afford anything anymore. I just saw something yesterday. The average cost of a home has gone up like what, 30-40%? But that's not the true cost. The average American's mortgage has increased by 95%.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So almost double, and that's not sustainable. Now, if you're someone like myself, right? Like, well, first of all, I own my house, but if you're somebody who has, one of those 2 or 3% mortgages, and you're never going to move, then you don't care.
Yeah,
Right?
my mortgage
Why
is
should you?
2.3, something like that, for a 15-year mortgage.
But there's like
It's
so
be
many
hard to go
people-
any be hard to go anyplace though right now.
Yeah, there's still people in arms. There's so many people that were in forbearance, and now all those forbearance loans, all the lenders are coming and saying, okay, now you have to start paying. Now we're doing a reset on your loan. So now instead of the 3.5% you were at when you went into forbearance, now you're in a high risk category. You're going to be at 6.5%, and they can't afford it. And that's going to cause a lot of foreclosures. And what people don't realize is it doesn't take, 50% to swing the market. If I don't even know what the number of foreclosures we're at right now, but like if like 3% of homes went into foreclosure, it would crush everything. That's all
Wow.
it takes. It takes hardly anything.
I remember in 2012 showing houses and going, I'd be able to tell clients go home and think about it because you got a week because this house isn't going anywhere in a week.
Yep. I'm seeing
Probably not going anywhere in 3 months.
our inventory is growing and growing fast, and deals are busting, and they're getting reactivated because homes aren't appraising.
Got one of those right now myself.
Yeah, and we're not California, right? So people don't have cash. Like if it doesn't appraise, they don't close.
So yeah.
So what I miss?
Well, Jay Kim was on earlier, Mr. High Commission.
Oh yeah,
He had to get off.
he had to go list a house
Yeah.
and tell people to get vaccinated.
Larry and Misha and I were just talking video and talking TikTok and what have you,
Nice.
and how much money I've spent on wine over the last 6 years.
Yeah, we were saying that he said he spent like almost like $4,000, and we're like, well, you got a good ROI because you probably closed one deal at least in this last 6 years, so your wine investment was worth it.
Yeah. Plus he's world famous now. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's shocking to people I will go to an event and people's like, I used to watch Wine with Woodson. I miss it. Where's it at now? I'm like, it's on this channel. It's like you're not part of people didn't move over from the Owls to this.
where is it? Like I don't even know.
Real estate just that really work.
Oh, is that
Account really
Jason?
matters. Jason Moore's is the group.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because what wasn't it originally in lab coats and
No, it was never in lab coats. It was in
Mary
Mary
Shannon
Shannon Moore's
Moore.
Owls group.
oh, so
Out,
Mary
out of
Shannon-
the box, out of the box group.
Oh yeah, she got mad or something, right?
What
Well,
happened?
she stole one of my memes that I
What?
paid for and reused it with my logo on it still.
Oh, no
People
attribution.
called her out on it, and she's like, "Well, people call her out on it." She's like, "Well, everybody steals." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're stealing
With the logo.
with the logo on it."
Yeah, but this is real estate. Haven't you ever gone to a Tom Ferry event? It's rip off and deploy.
Yeah, but rip off, but don't take the exact picture and reuse the picture with my logo on it.
Oh, at least take the logo off. I mean, you can use the same picture, but if you
Yeah,
know,
but my biggest argument was that I actually paid for it, and she's acting like she created it herself.
That's hilarious.
oh, that was the whole beef that happened because then you moved?
Yeah, then I moved. Jason offered me a position to here or place to call home here, and I took it. And
Did you write up a contract that he's not gonna steal one of your memes?
no, not at all. I burned that bridge with Mary Shannon.
She should have just put that little disclaimer on it, like from Major League Baseball, made possible by funding provided by Dave Woodson.
Yeah.
Does that group still exist?
Yeah, it still exists.
It's on life support.
Yeah, it still exists.
If it wasn't for Larry, it would be dead, right?
I don't think you don't even post it. Do you, Larry?
I post a few memes in there once in a while, but I don't abuse it. Well, I mean, Dave was my plug. He was like my backup. I knew if I fucked up in there and I got in trouble, Dave would back me up. But the moment Dave left, I was like, dude, I'm totally exposed, man. These streets are no longer safe.
Is that now out of the Box Owls referrals, or is that a different group?
That's their secondary group.
Oh, I don't see the other group. I must have been banned.
Yeah, you were banned then. If you can't find it, you
friends
can
with Dave.
Yeah, you were friends with me.
be.
Jessica's gone. Andrew's gone.
What the? But I still have her on Facebook.
Well, you
with
can't.
Mary Shannon. Yeah, I still friends with her. Then.
Yeah, but you can't give her credit for being savvy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she literally reposted Dave's meme with his logo on it. You know what I'm saying? She's
got some admins that are total jackasses in there too.
Yeah.
Like, so it might not even be her. One of her admins could have not liked when you're posting, kicked you out.
Yeah.
They did that to me a couple times, and then I reached out to Mary, and she's like, "I didn't do it."
There was more than a few times I had to go to bat for Larry and you, Bill, and a couple other people. I was like, well, it got to the point there was a hashtag called Friends of Dave. But it was funny. She would call me up or she would text me. It's like hundreds of agents were complaining about you, and I'm like, hundreds of agents didn't even watch the show last night.
Yeah, exactly. There was 4 people on, and one of them was Bill, and then there was Misha and Larry. Who is the other one?
Yeah. Granted, more people watched it after the fact, but still, it was like it was within 12 hours, 100 people didn't watch the show.
There's
a couple of us. We still hundreds of agents, and they're friends of Dave.
Why is that guy drunk?
Yeah, there were several times I was drunk on there.
Oh yeah, no, there are plenty of times, Dave. Plenty of times.
I just put some Bacardi in here, and my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I thought you were going to be on a podcast. I said, "Yeah, it's hilarious. It's called Wine with Woodson. The guy starts out with a bottle of wine. By the time it's done, he drank the whole thing, and he's fucking wasted."
That's the show in a nutshell.
Yeah, I know.
We got to turn it into a drinking game.
Hi.
So, Misha,
Yes, sir.
I've been offline a lot more than I should have been the last 2 years, but it's like every time I get back on, you moved again. So, like, where do you live now?
No, I moved once. I moved from Missouri to Georgia, so I'm in middle Georgia.
Weren't you
now.
somewhere else before Missouri?
Germany.
Yeah, I came from Germany to
Really?
Missouri.
I thought you were like in Atlanta, or I don't know.
No, that's where I'm now.
Oh,
Close
that's where
to
you are
Atlanta.
now. Oh,
Close to Atlanta, like 2 hours south of Atlanta, close to Macon.
I guess I'm drunk.
I could be.
So you went Germany to Missouri to
Oh,
Macon.
Yeah.
All right. How you liking that?
It's the climate is very different. That was
during 90% of the year.
yeah, it was that was adjustment I had to deal with. And then of course business wise it was horrible at the beginning because we moved end of 2019. Well, COVID hit right around that. I was not till I got my license transferred from Missouri to Georgia. It took till March of 2020.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we got then. It took about a half year to transfer the license.
Wow.
Uh,
They move a little slow in the South.
yeah, I think Missouri is the one was moving slow because Missouri still have, if you do your license transfer from broker, you still have to mail it with snail mail, while in Georgia it goes electronically. But it took a while, and by the time I got my Georgia license, COVID hit. We weren't able to show houses. We were not able to do anything. I was not able to socialize, and yeah, it was a shit show.
Wow.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's when I started. That's when I started doubling down on the YouTube stuff.
How's that going?
That's going very good. 95% of all my clients come from YouTube now. And this year, so far I closed about, I don't know, 27
Really?
from YouTube. Yeah.
This year alone?
Uh-huh.
Wow,
That's
that's impressive.
I got 27. I got 10 under contract. So if I keep it up, I'll probably be able to do 50, 55 this year.
Nice.
Very nice.
What are you doing? What are you using to edit your videos?
I use editor. I learned how to outsource. So this year I started outsourcing stuff because I wanted to take time off of my plate. Last year, 2021, 2022, and 2020, I started editing all myself with DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
I did film everything, I edited everything, and then I uploaded everything. But if I edit a 10-minute video, it takes me about 5 hours to get that done with B-roll, this and that. And I was like, no, I can't do that anymore. I'll pay someone. I got Tony. Tony is sitting in India. Tony does my weekly videos. I have a Dropbox. He has 10 videos in there right now that he needs to edit, video 1 to 10, and then he lets me know when it's done. He knows what I want. He knows the style of editing now by the time after a couple of videos. So
What's he charge you?
I pay $100 per video.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
And then so he does that, and then I also started just recently. Everything went over my head transaction wise a little bit too much. So I finally, the control freak started hiring a TC.
Nice.
So I got that.
I hired a TC this year, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I needed that. Otherwise, I would have gone Bazinga. So I hire out the editor part. I hire out the TC now, and the next step is an ISA.
Nice.
Love it.
You're on fire.
There's I don't know if I'm on fire, but a buddy of mine, he's very successful on not TikTok, Instagram, at Stulak. He always tries. There's one book about real estate. I don't know. He said it's boring as heck, but there's one line that pretty much sums the whole book up. If you can, what was it? If you cannot, no. Oh crap! I don't know. It's like if you can delegate it, you got to automate it. If you can not automate it, you got to eliminate it, right?
Yeah.
So try to delegate everything I can, and then automate the rest. And if I can't, I get rid of the stuff because it's wasting time, right? And we only have that many hours in a day to work with. I mean, we cannot buy more hours, but we can buy more time within the day by sourcing stuff out and making us more efficient. You got to spend money to make money.
Right on. Oh, Nick Sakis has a Zap, the lack of a better term, but a Zap. That when he uploads a TikTok, he goes from TikTok to Google Docs, the Google Docs through to SnapTik to Instagram, then back out to YouTube Shorts, and back up to LinkedIn. And it's all automated, automatically automated. The moment he uploads to TikTok, it goes out to all those other sources. And he's got it's all done in a Zap. He gives away the link to do it. You either figure out yourself in the link, or you pay him to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you do that and can automate that process, it would help your consistency because in those, it doesn't matter if it's TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube in general. It's all about a consistency, because the algorithm forgets you if you stop after a while. If you upload 2 and those two videos were good, but then you stop uploading. I mean, you're going down the ladder in the algorithm, and people won't find you anymore. And it takes back to consistency to get you back up where you were. And that's with YouTube the same. If you can automate it, it's perfect. I just got to find someone that might does my uploading and description and title, so I don't have to do that, because I'm still doing that. As soon as I get the video from my editor, I put it in YouTube. I write the title. I do the thumbnail. I write the description, and I schedule it. On the other part, doing those thumbnails, that's a creative part that I really like about it, because you can mess around with so much stuff, and that's a little bit taking pressure off of the rest of your daily stress and just having fun with it. But if I can automate that, that will be great. But I don't want to hire someone from Fiverr to do my thumbnails, because then every thumbnail looks like someone else's thumbnail, and that's not the way it's supposed to be,
Yeah, and they say that thumbnails actually sometimes are more important than the actual content of the video. Like, if you do
Need
a
a
good,
scroll stopper.
if you do a great thumbnail, it can make or break your
Well,
video.
yeah, I can tell the thumbnail and the title are the most important things. Those are the one that fuel your that fuel the click through rate, right? That make people, oh, this thumbnail, what is this about? Read the title. Oh, I click on it. The video, I mean, you should still have like content that is relevant and good, but if you have great content and your title is shit and your thumbnail is shit, who's gonna click on it?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they say. They
I
say that a mediocre video with a great title, great thumbnails will get a lot more views and a lot more respect than a great video with a shitty title and a shitty thumbnail, period. So
Oh yeah.
I know my niece does well, she's my niece-in-law, I guess. She's my nephew's wife. She does YouTube videos, and she gets 30,000-40,000 views on each video. But I'm like, you can get so many more if you just take time to make a better thumbnail.
It really depends also in what niche you are. I can tell you, it's also for real estate. It's very specific, because here's the deal: views and subscribers are not the metrics you need.
Right.
You only need one person watching a video and calling you and closing a transaction. You don't need thousands of views.
Yep.
Right. That's what a lot of people get wrong. And then all of us, and what a lot of people have to think about is that I, in Warner Robins, Georgia, with a population of 50,000 people, I will not get millions of views on my local content or get as many views as a real estate agent that does videos in Detroit with a population over 2 million people.
Yeah.
But if I can get 100 views or 200 views per video in a 50,000 population market, and I reach enough where I go and drop off my daughter at daycare, and the lady who opens the doors tells me, I love your YouTube videos, I know it works.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
Yep.
And I've gotten 2 leads, 1 close off a video that got 20 views.
Yeah.
They say that if you were to upload your videos and you don't drive traffic to it, like you don't like share it on your Facebook, whatever, every view is actually a lead. That's what they say about YouTube, right? Someone like sought you out and found you through Google or YouTube, whatever, and went to your video, right? So that's a higher quality lead.
Oh
right?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I can tell you that those are people that want to work with you because they've been watching your videos. They already chose you.
Yep.
You just don't know it yet. There are people. There is a client in Florida, Chuck. If you ever watch, you probably never see this, but Chuck, 70-year-old guy, wants to move to Georgia. He's been watching my videos for over a year, has never reached out till like 2 months ago.
Mhm.
Reached out, hey, I know I watched all your videos. We're gonna move. We're gonna come up this weekend and look at houses. Can you show us houses, because we want to work with you? Show them houses. They come up, drive from it. They get out of the car. all like, oh, great to see you, finally meeting you. Took a selfie with me like I'm a freaking celebrity.
Yep. Yep.
And they were so stoked to meet me, to show them houses, to get them in what they want and work with me, right?
Mhm.
They didn't want anyone else. So it's different. And people might watch you for 12 months before they even contact you.
Mhm.
But in my market, I get about 5 to 6 emails a week about potential leads that want to move within the next 3 to 6 months.
Awesome.
And they just, hey, we saw your videos. We're gonna move. Can you help us? Can you help us? And it's always very personal because they write the email like you're the best buddy already.
Yep.
You know, it's not like, hey, every email, I would say about 90% of the emails. So I was like, you can read in the first couple of sentences, hey, we're moving to this area. We would love for you to be our real estate agent. Are you still taking on new clients?
Mm.
They ask you.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. Dave, I sent you my latest.
I saw it.
thumbnail.
It looks awesome. It
Yeah.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
So-
See,
I'm gonna steal that.
I'm taking a swing at YouTube as well. Not double down like you are, right? I want to, but it's a little bit harder for me. Not that I'm not as smart or talented or whatever as anyone else, but because I'm a loan officer, I can't really like talk about houses so much. I can talk with the area, right? But also, I can help anywhere in any of the states I'm licensed in.
So
right?
so what do real estate agents do that you have watched on YouTube that are successful at what they do? Do they talk about houses?
No, they usually talk about, well, the one that I follow here in Dallas, right? Like
Who is that? Levi?
Yeah, Levi and dude, what are you doing?
So let me tell you something. I'm not nowhere an expert on it, but I learned quite a bit over the last 2 years on it because
Mhm.
I get 95. I mean, the majority of my business comes from the red play button. That's all I do. I don't do any other marketing anymore, right? I don't put any Facebook ads or anything. I do video. That's all I do.
Mhm.
I mean, I spent money on the editor. That's it, and spent time in front of the camera, but at the beginning, I talked about real estate stuff and I felt so stupid because no one wants to hear that. No one
Right.
wants to hear that. People want to hear what the area is like. And why should a loan officer not take exactly the same approach as a real estate agent? Because I never talk about houses. I talk about what are the top 5 most expensive cities in Georgia? What are the cheapest cities to live in Georgia? What is the cost of living in Georgia? What it is, how is it, or what do you need to know when you PCS to Robbins Air Force Base here in Middle Georgia? It's all things that people are actually looking for because no one is looking at, hey, how much down payment do I need for an FHA loan?
Yeah.
No
But
one's
those people
looking at that.
already got an agent or already got a lender.
Yeah, and that content was over like 5 years ago because there were real estate agents that made a big channel name for themselves by doing that when no one else did. But now it's just more about you want to give a client, it doesn't matter if you're a loan officer or a real estate agent, or if you are, I don't know, if you're a hairdresser, you can do that same thing. People want to know more about the area that they are looking to move to. They want to know more about the states they might have eye contact with because California is super expensive and the cost of living in Georgia is way cheaper. You can get way more house for way less money. And that's what people are looking for. People are not, and if you can grab their attention just by giving genuine, good information about the area, then you will also, as a lender, succeed on YouTube with non-lender stuff. Period. That's what it is. You just got to put your name out there and say, hey, I give you information about the area. And by the way, I'm a loan officer. If you think about buying, then you can
Call me.
contact me anytime.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that advice. I'll start thinking about doing things like that, like top 5, whatever. Or I don't know. I'll probably just look at I'll probably just go to your YouTube and just copy from you.
Yeah, but please do not subscribe. It sounds a little cocky, but the thing is, YouTube is very good in identifying who's watching your videos.
Yeah.
So if real estate agents started subscribing to me like nonstop, YouTube thinks I do content for real estate agents.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
they're going to push it to real estate agents. So my channel is shocked. That's why I never put my content on Facebook or anything like I do. I mean, I do a separate video that I can put on Facebook where Facebook does its thing, but I never backlink it to YouTube because it screws up the algorithm, and then my target audience will not see it anymore because now all of a sudden I got those real estate agents looking at my videos, which are not of no interest to them at all.
Right.
You don't put it on your business page?
No, I don't. I keep all the platforms pretty much to themselves. I do shorts where I cross post them, but when it comes to YouTube, there are a couple of platforms, a couple of groups. Like I did a video about the subdivision where I live in, where I toured the subdivision and I tried something new, where I'm actually in front of the video touring something, but I don't have a videographer yet. So I'm filming, I video myself. If it's the drone following me, recording while I talk and this and that, all by myself. But I did a video about the subdivision that I live in, and I posted that because it's one of the most desired subdivisions out here, and it already had a bunch of views. People organically find it because they're searching for it. That in our homeowner association group, I did post that video because this was other homeowners that I could maybe target later on when they move out of the subdivision.
Because early on, that was my Zillow killer, was to do a subdivision tour, because that was a long tail keyword.
Yeah, I don't usually do that. I don't think subdivisions in general, people don't necessarily look specifically for a subdivision until they already live in that area and want to relocate from one subdivision into the other. So I think people are looking more for the specific neighborhoods. If you have like multiple cities within 20 miles radius, and you got Macon, Warner Robins, Kathleen, Bonaire, Perry, Centerville, and Byron, those are all 6 cities people are looking for, and not the specific subdivision.
Yeah, pros and cons living in Chesterton, like cost of living in Chesterton.
Yeah.
Pros and cons living in Valpo, cost of living in Valpo.
And always negative stuff. Negative stuff always works. If you got a negative headline, always works.
Yeah.
And you will get haters. I mean, I don't know how many comments, but engagement is, I always say, engagement is engagement. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't split it up in good or bad engagement. A comment is a comment. Thumbs down is as good as a thumbs up for YouTube.
I respond to every comment there is.
Exactly.
Even idiots.
So
speaking of idiots, hey Bill Crane. Sorry, that was uncalled for.
Oh shit.
Thank you, man.
You've been quiet over there. What's going on with you?
I'm trying to let Misha drop all these golden nuggets, man. He's like this source.
He's on fire tonight.
YouTube
I need to have him on. Need to have him on again.
Absolutely. Definitely some good stuff there. And in Larry, I mean, absolutely you can do it as a lender. I think that you have even more leverage, because like if you become like, king shit YouTube guy in your marketplace, then you can leverage realtors, right? And be getting them on to showcase their listings. If you look, there's this dude Innis something. I'm sure you've all seen out in LA. He started out as a realtor doing these videos for himself. Then other people wanted him to do them. Now he does these videos all over the world. And I don't even know if he's a realtor anymore.
No, he's just concentrating on those videos
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
it's like, we don't all have that opportunity, but I think as a lender, you can definitely be leveraging realtors in your marketplace that, maybe they're hard workers and they're doing business, but they don't got the YouTube thing down, or they're not marketers or whatever.
Some of my early videos were done as a lender.
Yep.
On my Dave Woodson channel on my YouTube. I've got 2 YouTube channels, one for Dave Woodson, one for my real estate channel.
I mean, think about it that way. If you leverage it as a lender and you get buyer leads from your YouTube videos, you have leverage to work with the agents that you want to. You can refer those. If you build that relationship with the agent and you can send that agent like 100% leads or 100 leads that 100% are willing to buy, then you build a relationship with that real estate agent who then is probably using you as his preferred lender or her preferred lender when they have a buyer reaching out to them without a lender. So,
there's a lot of ways to do it. And you could be the
Yeah,
first
be careful,
lender
just-
in North America to actually give to realtors instead of take.
Actually, that's the dream. That would be the dream. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. Like, Larry never asked me for deals. He's always the one giving me deals.
Yep.
I would love to be that guy. That would definitely make me the most popular lender in the world.
Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to be a great lender.
Yeah, would.
Yeah, I've tried other methods, like creating leads and whatnot. But we all know that nothing's gonna be as good as like getting like an actual like YouTuber follower who's like basically your fan and they're like honored to work with you, right? I mean, that's to me like that's why YouTube is so attractive. And obviously a lot harder to crack, because if it was easy, I think everyone would already be doing it, right?
I
Misha's
want
doing it.
to objection hearsay.
I'm listening.
So here's the deal. It is not easy because it is time consuming. That is the not easy part. I think what the problem for the majority is that they don't like to film themselves and be in front of the camera because they think they sound shitty, they look shitty, and they don't know what they talk about. Hey, look up my first videos on YouTube. They're absolute shit.
Yep.
I have Parkinson's, for Christ's sake. I have tremor and I stutter. And I
And
still
it's
do
hilarious.
videos.
People love it.
But they're crap.
I mean, watch my head. My head. is
Nobody
bobbling-
likes Dave
my
before
head is bobbling
Parkinson.
tonight. What'd you say, Bill?
I said nobody liked Dave before Parkinson's. It's the best thing that ever happened.
That's his brand. That's like his
Blue
thing.
Gear disease. Who saw that coming?
But yeah, I think it's the fear of the unknown that a lot of real estate agents have when it comes to video content in general. And if they would actually do it, it's a learning process. Do you think actors were born as actors and then just go read a script and they're perfect? No, they have to freaking train for that stuff. Everyone who's in front of a camera gets better as more as they do. So practicing that, I think the best idea, and that's one of my accountability buddies. I always say you need an accountability partner to push you to the next level. And I got 2 accountability buddies. They are very successful in San Diego and Detroit with their YouTube channel. But one of them, Dan Parker, always said, the best way to do it is set yourself a schedule and start doing one day, or each day for 30 days, just an Instagram short. Just record yourself 30 seconds talking about something. And if you do that every day, repetition, you will get better. You will see yourself getting better. You feel more comfortable. Do you not think I felt stupid sitting here in front of the camera, my wife looking into my office and thinking, what the heck is he talking to his freaking camera? Yes, I felt super freaking weird, but now I'm just talking to it. It's normal to me because
Yeah.
I've done it so many times. You know, it's not awkward for me to do it. And I'm just being myself on camera too. Don't try to be someone you are not. If you try to be too professional on camera, people will realize that it is not you.
Jessica Kingsborough says, Misha, I remember one of your first Facebook lives. You didn't know the camera was on and you were muttering at the camera in German.
Yeah, see, that's why I never that's why I never kept doing Facebook lives, because I cannot control when they started. Oh, I can control when they start, but it's live. So I rather record stuff now. No, I got better with that stuff. It's all a learning process, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of hacks too. I picked up over the years. One of the easiest thing that you can do is just turn your camera on, put you on the monitor, and just leave that fucker on all day, like all fucking day. Just because you're literally gaining experience. You know it's on. You become cognizant and aware of it. You look at yourself, and at first you're like, oh, I look like an idiot. And then as the day goes on, it's like, well, I guess I'm not that bad. You know, but when you get to the point where you actually like what you're delivering, then everyone else will absolutely love it, because you're always going to be your toughest, worst critic. And then the other thing is, just like Misha, I don't edit anything anymore. But editing stuff is something I believe everyone should do at the beginning, because there is nothing that's going to cure your weirdness, right? More than editing it.
Oh yeah.
When you take 5 hours to edit that 10-minute video, you're learning, okay, never do that again, never do that again, never do that. And then it's like, before long, you don't have to edit your stuff anymore. You're just having a guy add B-roll or some music, you know, or whatever, but you're not actually having to cut out like the stupid stuff, like you picked your nose or whatever, you know. Or then, you know, you get to the point where, like, if your wife walks in, like, you don't care. Like, I used to be like, if somebody made a noise or what, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, I have to start all over, you know. But it's like that stuff actually makes it real and more relatable anyway. It's always the stuff we don't want to share that people want to see.
Exactly. They want to meet you the way you are.
Michael Hellickson, who let him in?
Hellickson's in the group, so we gotta watch what we say about now.
That's hilarious. What's happening, Dave?
Not too much further. How about you?
I'm doing well. So I got to learn what's going on here. First of all, who do we have on here? We've got
Misha Thompson, Misha's on track. Misha's on track to close 55 deals this year from YouTube alone.
What?
Larry, the lender is a lender out of Dallas, Texas, who kicks butt, and of course, you know Bill Crane.
Oh my God!
The infamous Bill Crane.
Dude, what a group! So, what's our topic of discussion today? I mean, you gotta fill me in on like the format for this. I'm all casual today. It's Memorial Day. I mean, holy Hannah, man! Like, what are we talking about? What are we doing?
We were living in the 6 years of wine with Woodson, and then we got talking about video, and then we just started riffing about video.
Well, we're also trying to figure out if Dave got an ROI from all the wine that he's bought in the last 6 years. How many bottles? 280.
This is the 289th bottle of wine that I've
288 bottles. So we're trying to find out if he broke
even
or not.
Dave invested in the wine company, in the vineyards that he's supporting.
I wish I would have now. But every week I try to pick a new wine, so it would have been futile to invest in all the different wineries that I would have chosen.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! So what do you guys do with these shows? I'm super curious. I haven't had a chance to log in yet.
For the last year, it's just been me talking for 30 minutes, but mostly just complaining about coaching. No, I'm kidding.
It's not, when he says wine with Woodson, it has nothing to do with the alcohol. He's just whining the whole time.
So what you're saying? So I thought it was WINE. What it's really WHINE. Is that what it is?
It's been that way for a couple of weeks. I've been whining about other agents and about the market and what have you. But
I think 6 years ago the whining was worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh.
That is
I'm
hilarious.
nothing if not self-deprecating.
No, but
What?
basically, from what I've seen, was basically I mean, the wine is just an addition to see what happens when you talk to Dave enough, because eventually he starts to kind of like, I don't know,
Evolve.
the wine kind of takes over a little bit, and that's when the actual conversation gets fun.
You
Right.
know, 6 years ago that happened after 20 minutes into the show. The bottle was empty.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you pay attention, but the bottle's empty at this point.
The bottle is empty.
No, it's
But
empty.
the
The
glass
show's
is
about
not.
to get good.
That's awesome.
As soon as everyone stops watching, it gets good.
It's the after show that's the good show.
Oh man. So you're streaming this live into that group, right? Is anybody actually watching?
This is live as we
4
happen
people,
right now.
4
If you
people.
say something wrong, you're on your own.
Yeah.
We got 4 people watching.
Too late.
There's more people.
Four
There's
people.
more people on the show than watching right now at this point. But always there's always people that watch after the fact than anything else.
There are 4 people watching, and 2 of them are Dave himself.
My
There's
wife
more
is
people that never
watching
engaged in
right
that
now.
It still counts.
Right? Fuels the
I
algorithm.
will admit,
Oh,
over the
5.
last year, the viewership has gone down because it's just been me, and I've been very lazy about the show.
You gotta bring some engaging guests on and talk about something other than whining about
Well-
Zillow or
Well, Jessica's talking crap about Dave right now. She said that everyone has stepped up their background game, but Dave.
yeah.
When-
She talked smack about me too with my Facebook Live, and I was talking some German gibberish. Let's not go, Jessica.
yeah. If she
Dave just
came,
needs to promote it more.
I
Yeah.
do, and I've been very lax about that.
I think you dropped the link like 3 minutes before it started.
He's like, it starts now. Oh, okay.
Well, I actually didn't know. Did not. Oh, okay.
Magnum PI, really nice.
Say it again.
You can't go wrong with Magnum PI, man. Come on.
It's these kids that are pranking me because my YouTube videos, believe it or not.
They pranking you? Are the kids calling you?
They're kids. If they call back, I'll take the call.
Oh, that's funny.
That's-
But
That's your ringtone?
That's my ringtone.
that happens though. I can tell you. I mean, I drive. I got a couple months ago. I bought me a one wheel, and I drive around the neighborhood now. And a couple days ago, I was riding my one wheel to the mailbox, and there were those teenagers like, "Hey, Mr. Misha, we subscribe to your YouTube channel." I was like, "Oh, I mean, if you're buying a house in 10 years, keep going watching."
I don't care. I don't care who subscribes as long as they buy a house at some point.
yeah.
Yeah, tell your mom.
Exactly. Tell your mom and your dad.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, though, that's actually a pretty cool situation. If you have a kid watching you, right? And the parents,
is.
and the parents are gonna be like, "Who the hell
Oh,
are you
yeah.
watching?" It's like, "Oh, I'm watching a real estate agent." They're like, "What real estate agent has my kid watching them?"
My daughter's
that's
friends
true.
all watch me.
That's true. A neighbor of mine who is her daughter's friends with my daughter. Her mom sent my wife a picture last week of her kid watching my videos on their TV in
Nice.
the living room. He's
Nice.
like, "Hey,
Awesome.
Misha's on our TV." I was like, well, there you go.
What are you
But
streaming?
Misha's like the
Warzone, or what are
happy
you
meal
doing?
of real estate.
What?
Oh, I wanna know
Misha
if
is like the
Misha's-
happy meal of real estate. We're both
Yeah.
talking.
He's out of Warner Robins.
Okay, you can go, Michael.
Atlanta.
I'm out of Warner Robins, Georgia.
That's awesome. What are you streaming? Warzone there, or what are you streaming for the kids in the neighborhood there?
None. I did not. I just real estate videos. They watch my real estate videos.
How old are these kids?
I'm 16 maybe.
Dude, that's old enough to dial the phone. Hire them. What are you waiting for?
That's true. That is true.
Freaking A, my kid started at 14, man. Let's go. They're late. Get them going. Get with your state, figure out what the laws are. Get those kids pounding the phones, man. They can make you some money.
You did say you need an ISA earlier.
Yeah, but in Georgia to be ISA, you have to be licensed.
Michael's kid is
Oh, okay.
21. Already got 11 million in under contract.
I don't know what in volume. I know he's.
That
I
was
know
like the
he's
first
closed.
week.
Well, he's closed just over. I think he's closed just. I want to say. Don't quote me on the number. I know he's listed over 50 houses so far, and I think he's closed like 25 or 30 in his first 5 months. He's got, I know he made 154,000 in gross commission income, or sorry, net commission income this month to him.
Nice.
Wow.
So yeah, he did pretty good this month. He's, I expect he's out on the listing appointment right now.
He better be good. If not, you'll disown him, don't you?
Maybe. I'll tell you right now, if that kid doesn't perform well, we're going to change his last name to Ferry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
you can't
Was
be a
that
fairy if
audible?
you have a real estate license.
That's so bad. Hey, so Misha, I'm going to challenge you on that, man. If those kids, if you got to be licensed to be an ISA in Georgia, they can sure as heck call real estate agents and recruit for you. So get them doing that. Where there's a will, there was a way, man. I'd get those kids working. If they're that serious about being successful that they're watching your freaking real estate show, I'd be all over that, man.
Yeah,
Do it, Misha.
That's an easy recruit, bro.
I haven't thought about it yet.
I'll tell you what, you know what?
You need an
Forget I
ISA,
said
right there
anything.
it is.
Yeah. You don't want to hire Misha. Do me a favor. Just give him my number. Just have him call me. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't thought about talking to kids about doing so. I mean, they can mow my lawn.
Dude,
You know?
get this. You know the average age on my son's team right now?
22.
21.
Really?
Average age on his team is 21 right now. Youngest kid on his team just turned 18, he turned 18 and got his license right away, and he's been on the team ever since. Yeah, and dude, let me tell you, I had today. They had three kids in that office making phone calls all day on Memorial Day, and I think between them they set like 5 or 6 appointments today on Memorial Day.
Really?
Dude, kids will surprise you, man. Give them a shot, man. You be mowing lawns, man. That's for 12-year-olds. 14, they can hit the phones, man. I'm telling you, those kids will make you money. You'd be shocked. And they'll make themselves a ton of freaking money in the process.
Love it.
I'm all about helping out those kids, man. I'd rather hire a 20-year-old than a freaking 40-year-old all day long. And don't get me wrong, we hire anybody just about, but the 20-year-olds always outperform the freaking 40-year-olds every time.
They're hungry.
Yeah, they are. And they'll do whatever you tell them. They trust you. They'll perform. They'll go the extra mile just to show you how great they can be. And it's interesting because, you'd think, oh, nobody's going to trust them to sell their home. My kid sounds like, and looks and sounds like he is literally in the middle of puberty right now. And that kid is, well, 50 listings in his first 5 months. You tell me how good he's doing at 20 years old. Not bad, man. Kids can do really well in this business. They really can.
Now, are you worried about the market change? Not the market changing, but the profession changing.
The profession changing. The only thing that's going to change about the profession is you're going to have a bunch of knuckleheads get out of the business here soon, and I can't wait for that to happen. The reality is the business is always changing, but the basics are always going to be true, right? People want high level service. It's look at travel agents. If any industry was going to be gone right now, it'd be the travel agency industry. And guess what? There's still great travel agents out there that make a freaking ton of money. They just had to learn to do it a little bit differently. They had to continue to deliver higher and higher levels of service. People like me, I'm not going to figure out my travel plans. There's people for that, man. They do a better job of it than I do. They can get me better deals. They can get me into the places I want to go. I'm not going to figure all that out. And I think real estate's the same thing. You're talking about the largest financial transaction in people's lives. Larry, what do you think now that, Money Tree and Rocket Mortgage and Lending Tree and all that stuff's out there? Are you going to go out of business?
No, absolutely not.
No way.
I think there's too much of navigation through details that won't be replaced by fintech or automation. Yes, I think it's true that we have to change. We have to adapt. I mean, I'm adapting every single day, right? But I think for the most part, there's going to be people like yourself, Michael, that are going to pay for a human to navigate you through the process because you don't trust the fintech, you don't trust the automation, and you want the customer service, you know. And a lot of the robots or automation, whatever, you have to kind of manage it yourself, and people don't want to do that. They just want to take care of.
100%.
And a good loan officer and a good real estate agent who's trusted will always have business. They'll get referral business, and like they'll get the referral business they get are the same people say, "Hey, I heard so and so. You took care of him 100%. He didn't have to do anything." Like, yeah, okay, I want the same service. Give me that service as well, right? So there'll be people that'll pay for that, and they'll refer you to more people like that as long as you deliver.
People have been saying that, well, let's put it this way. I've been selling real estate now and I don't actively sell today, but I've been in the industry since 1991. So just over 30 years. And ever since I got in the business, people have been saying that we're going to be out of business. Good luck. Like, I don't see it. I really don't. And, you know, some people say I'm just old school and I'm delusional and I'm whatever. But the reality is, I don't see it. I don't see lenders going away. I don't see real estate agents going away. I don't see the service industry going away. I just don't. I think people want high level service. They're going to pay for it. They're going to continue to pay for it. And especially the more complex things get. And you look at what's happening right now, right? What's really happening? The middle class is getting pinched, right? Oh, yeah. And so you got the upper middle class and you got people with means. Guess what, man? They're always going to have people helping them out. They always are. And the more complicated their stuff gets, the more they're going to need people like you and me and Dave and Misha and heck, even Bill, man. Just kidding. Love you, brother.
But I mean, Michael, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that the only change that's going to happen are the knuckleheads, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think the same thing happens in the mortgage business, like almost every cycle, right? Mm-hmm. Like when I first joined the business, it's right 2015, 16. So that's right after the refi boom. And they're telling me how all these lenders were out of business or they didn't have a job because the rates went back up, right? And they were all refi heavy. So they're like really struggling. And some of them had like jobs at Starbucks. And then of course the rates went back down like recently. And then all these lenders came out of nowhere, right?
Is that when Andrew Gavin decided to be a lender?
Oh,
I got no comment on that one. But
dude, that's hilarious. I didn't know you guys knew him. That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, like right after the rates went back up early this January, all of a sudden all these lenders are out of business or they're no longer employed as a loan officer. And people are asking me, how are things going? I'm like, great. Like, what do you mean? Is everyone losing their jobs? Like, well, I'm purchase heavy, so I'm not losing my job. They are, but I'm not, And to me, it's like, I want them out of the way anyways. All the riffraff, all the people kind of in the way, the shift is going to filter those out. We call it the purge, right? So there's the great purge of the lenders who really don't belong in the business. So yeah, like I said, you when you said that.
We're gonna see that with the real estate agents over the last 2 years.
Yep.
When everyone told their mom and their aunt and their sister and their brother, "Hey, you got to be a real estate agent because you make so much money without doing much." Well, guess what? Now the market is shifting. They actually have to work their ass off to do something, and if they don't have any clientele already, what are you gonna do now? Do you really think some people are gonna trust you?
Even if they do have clientele?
Yeah, well, but I think just the last 2 years, we'll see him fall off the cliff. We definitely see. First, like I said earlier, what I think is going to happen, we're first going to see them switching a broker because they're going to blame it on the broker. The broker is not giving them too much support. Then they're going to be at the second broker and realize, oh shit, it's actually me. I'm not made for that business. Goodbye.
Here's the thing. If I was that concerned about it, I wouldn't have told both my kids to skip college and my son to get into real estate and my daughter to get into mortgage. Like, seriously, man, like this is the best time ever. When my business grew the most, in 2007, I went from doing 400 or 500 transactions a year to doing 120 to 180 transactions a month between then and 2011. And I'll tell you, that's what's going to happen, man. You're going to see the good agents. And well, let's put it this way. 10% of the teams already do 51% of the business already. What do you think is going to happen in the next 10 years? In the next 10 years, mark my words, 10 years from now, you will see a good chunk of teams. There will probably be 50 or more teams in the country that are comprised of over 100 agents each. And those teams are going to control 95% of the marketplace. Mark my words. It's coming. Time's
Really?
coming. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. That's where the market's headed. And those teams are going to have, and look, the norm is going to be, you want to get into real estate, which team are you going to join?
Yep.
That's going to be the norm. It's not going to be go to Keller Williams or go to EXP or go to any broker XYZ. It's going to be which team are you joining? That's it. Bottom line. And that's going to determine your success level, is which team you join, who's got the best training, who's got the best resources, all of it.
Oh shit!
And
Maybe I should start a team now,
if you haven't started a team
Could
now or
be.
joined a team now, you better get going.
huh? Oh, I'm not joining. I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm not joining a team. Before I
Then build
join a
one.
team, I'll make one.
That's
Great
what I'm
one.
saying. Like, you either need to build one or join one of the two. But I'm telling you, in the next 5 years, mark my words, in the next 5 years, it's going to be very difficult to be very successful in this business unless you're on a team or building one of the two. And I mean, you think about it, you look at the buying power teams have. And look, back when I was selling real estate, dude, 120, 180 transactions a month, that was a lot. That was the most. I was number one by more than double number two and number three combined. Today, I wouldn't even be number one with those kind of numbers. Not even close. Dude, there's several people out there right now doing well over 1,000, 2,000 transactions a year. Number one last year did over 6,000 transactions. They
Ramsey
have
Stewart
insane buying power. What's
Ramsey
that?
Stewart asked a question. What about teams in small markets? My hometown is 15,000 people.
So take over in 20, 30, 40% market share and expand your market area. There's tons of ways to make money. Small town, look, in a typical market, a 15% market share is pretty reasonable. In a small town market, I've seen people with 80% market share in a small town. That's doable. That's actually doable. Now, that being said, I would expand in other markets. I think that would be something I would consider more than just, I want to get to 80% market share.
Well, Ramsey can do it. Ramsey's in Lebanon, Missouri, which is close to Lake of the Ozarks. So perfect vacation home in Missouri,
100%.
town. So you could expand more to more expensive luxury houses up on the Ozarks, my friend.
Well, and take that a step further, Misha. It's not just, first of all, yes, do those luxury homes. But the problem with most luxury agents is they think that they have to choose between number of transactions and luxury.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you can do both. If you look, do 400 or 500 transactions a year, but do them in luxury. Why not? I mean, just because it's higher price points doesn't mean you can't still do the volume, the sheer number of transactions.
And
Yeah. And you don't, by the way, Ramsey, you don't have to wear a suit for luxury. There are actually people that have luxury real estate. They don't want a suit person. Just pointing that out there.
I
will
don't
say
see that in
this,
front of Michael.
Well, here's the thing. It's pretty rare to see me without a suit on. I'm on vacation today, but
No, I'm not. Hey, let me set the record straight real quick. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. If you probably you're used to wearing a suit, right? I assume.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've never had a client fire me because I was overdressed. I've never had a client choose to work with somebody else because I wasn't dressed well enough. And yet I've seen the opposite happen a lot. Yeah. And so I think we as agents, we like to delude ourselves into thinking, well, I got to make the client more comfortable. No, the client doesn't need to be comfortable. The client needs to be confident in your ability. That's it. The client needs to know that you're a baller. When you walk in there, you need to be the biggest. Well, I got to put this in an appropriate way. You need to walk in with swagger. Right? You need to be Timothy Oliphant when you walk in there, freaking The Rock, right? You ever seen The Rock in that movie, that show, The Ballers, right? You need to be like The Rock in that show. When you walk in and you own the freaking place, dude, that's what it takes. And if you can do that wearing Bermuda shorts, well, good for you. That's pretty rare. That's not what most people are going to be able to do. But I would say for the rest of us normal human beings, the rest of us who don't have the superpowers that some do, we need to dress the part. We need our attire to strengthen our message. So
I take Bill Crane's shirt right now and go out and meet my clients that way. I don't care. The thing is, on the other hand, also, it also, it's my volume comes straight from YouTube. The people choose me because I am the way I am on camera, and I don't wear a suit. If I would meet them in person, all of a sudden wear a suit while I have not ever.
It'd be incongruent.
You got to be you. If you're,
Exactly.
if you're
You
a
gotta be
suit
you,
guy,
like Bill says, you gotta be you.
I've seen a couple of Michael's videos. He's got a suit on, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
so it is congruent. So, like, if you're a suit guy, have a suit on in YouTube videos.
Exactly.
Well, who's that guy in Phoenix? The one with all the tats that like does all the crazy stuff, dude. Like, oh, I can't remember this guy's name. He's either in Phoenix or Vegas. I can't remember which one.
Oh,
Do you know
I
what I'm
know.
talking-
I know who you mean.
Freaking
seen him
nut
too.
job, dude. He does mainstream commercials with like bondage and all kinds of weird stuff. Like the guy is a little cuckoo, but people freaking love that guy, and he is crushing it because that
Justin
crowd-
Mercer.
What's his name?
Justin Mercer.
Dude, yeah, dude, the guy's insane. But dude, they love his brand down there. They love it.
It's called he's in Arizona. Yeah, the tattooed real estate agent. He also has been featured in so many freaking tattoo magazines as a realtor, and I think his slogan is "Call Tattoo." That's his hashtag for his signs and stuff. He's doing it. You know.
He's killing it. It's killing
Wasn't there? Who was the other guy in the group here? Sure enough, what is his name? Sure enough, you know,
I don't know.
Nathan Shonuff.
yeah,
Nathan.
Show enough.
Yeah, Shonuff. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know him.
He's off the hook. He's out of Boston. He's Boston through and through, Boston area, and he just throws money around like he's a beastie boy.
Here's the thing. Again, that goes to people want to be confident in their agent. That's what matters. If you walk in there and you're confident and you own you, that's 90% right there.
You gotta be
That's it.
you.
Yeah, but you got to own it. You can't be showing up and, casual and feeling regret about showing up casual. If you're going to be casual, then own casual. Be that guy.
Oh yeah, 100%. If you got to be what you feel comfortable and comfortable representing in, in the end, if you show up at a meeting and you exactly what you say, if you show the people that you are that guy or that girl that gets the job done and is confident in your ability to do so because you shine like that, then that's all good. I mean, I could not wear we don't wear suits in Germany. Come on.
First of all, that's not true. I lived in Germany for 2 years. So
I am from I'm from Germany. Only business people wear suits.
What part? Well, okay, but a real estate agent.
It's the same here.
Come on, Misha. Oh my gosh, Misha, we're going at it, bro. All right, so first of all, woher kommst du? Woher genau kommst du?
Rammstein.
Aus Rammstein, near the Air Force Base there, huh?
Yeah.
Ganz toll. Ich wohnte 2 Jahre lang Gebiet Hamburg. So
It's the most beautiful city in Germany.
Hamburg's great. You talking about Rammstein or Hamburg?
No, Hamburg.
Hamburg. You like Hamburg best?
Oh yes.
I mean, I liked Hamburg. It was nice, but there was other places I think I liked more.
The fresh fish market in the morning.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Yeah, and I live in Seattle, and their market's better than the Pike Place market. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's pretty.
All three
It's
of the
awful.
others, like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Oh yeah, dude. No. Seattle's got nothing on Hamburg. You're right about that. You are right about that. That's hilarious. But dude, look, we're real estate agents. We're supposed to be business people. We should be wearing suits or at least dressing appropriately. At least, and don't get me wrong. Again, not taken away from those people that can have success without it. But the reality is, you talk about, but
What happened to Lee?
What's that?
What happened to Lee? Oh, it's his
He's
kid.
like, dude, I'm done
I
with this
like
talking
you.
about
Yeah,
dressing up
young.
stuff. He doesn't want to hear the dressing up stuff.
You are absolutely right. I'm just saying, I can wear a suit for weddings, funerals, and other occasions. I would not dress up for, I just don't feel comfortable in a suit. And I think
don't wear one.
that would, that people would feel that when they meet me.
Sure.
Yeah?
Absolutely, they would.
I wear shorts 90% of the time.
You're the Daver. You, as long as you don't wear your wine bottle with the shorts, you're good.
So
Yeah,
here's
showing,
now,
showing but a listing appointment with the wine bottle is really frowned upon.
so
I
Misha, I
think
got to
Dave's
ask you this:
audience would like it.
top 10 agents in the country. Name one that doesn't wear a suit.
Ken Pozek.
So I said top 10.
Well, for me, he's his team is top 10.
I'm talking about in production, number of transactions. So okay,
I couldn't even tell you a top 10 team was. So it was Donnie Morrow.
All right, any agent that does over 1,000 transactions a year. Name one agent that does over 1,000 transactions a year doesn't wear a suit. All right, 500 transactions a year.
Ken Pozek.
Okay, maybe Ken. All right, that's one. Okay, got anybody else?
Brad McCullum, but he's in Canada.
No, well, that's not. Yeah, okay. So you got to discount that one 35%. So he's down to 425 agents.
Oh my God,
transactions.
Canadian dollar.
That was for you, Jason O'Keefe.
Well,
Oh
I
my
think yes, there are, but there are also agents that are up and coming in volume. Like Ken Pozek is just going to grow. He's just going to go bigger.
Okay.
Brad
agent here in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Ken, super nice guy. He and his team are only going to grow. Brett McCullum, he's pronouncing about. I think that's Canadians in general. They pronounce the about a little different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about. He will just grow. Then we got Katie Day in Houston, Texas. She's
How
not
many
wearing a suit.
transactions?
I don't know where she's at right now, but her team,
I don't
they're
know
just
her.
going to grow. Katie Day is going to be bigger. Jeremy Knight in Austin, Texas.
How many transactions?
He's about 200 right now, I think.
I don't know where he's
That's
at.
not 500. That's
There-
not 1,000.
Well, there are only two people.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. But
My point is simply this, and don't get me wrong. Again, can you be successful in real estate
Yes.
without wearing a suit or at least a jacket and a nice shirt or something like that?
yes,
Sure, of course you can. But it's exponentially easier to be more successful in real estate when you dress appropriately. That's my contention. Now, again, somebody out there will prove me wrong, like the dude with the tattoos. I mean, that guy's proving me wrong every single day. And yeah, there's those outliers. There's those exceptions out there. And again, if that's what somebody's comfortable with, great, go for it. I'm just suggesting, hey, I take the Bruce Lee approach. I want to be like water. I'm going to take the path of least resistance. And for me, that is putting on a suit and tie. And my kid, I'll give you an example. Austin, when he was 19 years old, was going on a listing appointment, walks into this appointment. And this was in January, right? Just before he turned.
We lost Michael.
It's funny. That's him calling me right now. I don't know this last listing appointment must have taken it. He always likes to call me and say, Dad, I got another one. But anyway, so he goes on this appointment. Dude goes up to shake his hand and I'm sorry, the dude opens the door, says, so what are you, like 18? And Austin literally just grabs his hand. He's like, nope, I'm 19. Do you mind if I get a few pictures before I start with the paperwork? He freaking listed the guy's house, man. So I agree, man. I don't care what your dealio is. If you're confident, go get those listings. You can do it.
Act as if.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one thing I've learned.
yeah.
Well, there's that and come from certainty. You know, obviously Michael's kid comes from certainty because he's absolutely been indoctrinated, you know, his whole life.
Austin Hullickson is one of the hardest working kids I've ever met in my entire life. And whenever I've been in Michael's events, all his people know my name from start to finish. And I'm treated like a rock star when I'm there. And it's almost embarrassing because people, they talk to me like I'm their long lost brother. And everybody else is like, who are you? And they don't talk to everybody else like they talk to me, but they talk to me like I'm like the rock star there.
The Daver.
You are a rock
The
star.
Daver.
Brother. You're the Daver. That's right. You are a rock star.
So Michael, what market are you in? Where you at?
Washington State.
Okay,
So-
so yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's also different than the South. I can tell you that.
Well, you know, everybody says that. I got to tell you, Misha, you don't want to. You really. I mean, look, you and I should go on Real Estate Fight Club sometime together. We
No.
can have hash this out on Real Estate Fight Club.
Dude,
'Cause I'll tell you, man, everybody always likes to tell me, oh, but my market's different. See, here we wear Bermuda shorts and Hawaiian shirts, and nobody would, take us seriously if we showed up in a suit and tie. And I'd be like, okay, so I know a guy, and I won't tell you what market he's in yet. I'll tell you in a minute. But I know a guy that lost what today would be about a $3 million listing from a friend that he grew up with because he showed up in, fancy, high-end flip-flops and high-end Bermuda shorts and a Tommy Bahama shirt, and she thought he didn't take the appointment seriously. And oh, by the way, he's in the same market that Josh Altman's in. You think Josh Altman wears Bermuda shorts to an appointment?
No.
Heck no. That guy's dressed in a
I'm just saying, if you are like higher price markets is first of all, that's a different story. Then bigger cities is a different story. You cannot compare Atlanta with Macon, Georgia, when it comes to that. Then also, again, and that's from my experience over the last year, especially with military. My wife is military. I work with most of the clients are military.
Brother,
Hey.
I hate to shoot you down, Maverick,
just
but I
saying.
got to tell you, listen, man, I live right next. I mean, literally Fort Lewis. We cover the entire Fort Lewis McCord, jointly based Lewis McCord area. We cover all of Washington State. So we cover the big city, we cover the rural areas in Eastern Washington. And I got to tell you, we've been on everything from Austin listed a $69,000 mobile home last week wearing a suit. He listed a $2 million house the week before that wearing a suit. He listed, I mean, come on, dude. Like, it doesn't matter what appointment you go on. You show up wearing a suit, they're going to take you serious. You show up wearing Bermuda shorts, you're limited on what appointments you can go on. End of
Look,
story.
But in Mitch's defense, he has set expectations by doing videos, and he's
No,
got,
I only work.
That's true.
I also only work with the people I want to work with.
I
Here's
think
the deal. I'm not doing. Here's the deal. I'm not on a phone dialer calling freaking FSBOs or expired or anything like that because I do not want to do that. I want after the 2 years of video with the YouTube and what I'm getting at this year, where I can after this year 100% start a team and just distribute leads and concentrate more on the YouTube stuff and doing a video and then pushing them out to all others. I do not want to call expireds because I know I get 6 emails a week about people who want to work with me because they saw me. So
and that's awesome, Misha. I think that's fantastic. You do you, brother. And I'm not trying to change who you are. I'm just suggesting that that's a very limiting mindset, and it's going to affect your propensity to be able to do more volume down the road. I mean, bottom line, you're absolutely limiting the audience to, hey, I'm only going to work with the people from YouTube. I'm only going to work with the people I want to work with too. You know who that is? The people from whom I can get paid. That's it. I don't care. Like, I don't care I don't care what color they are. I don't care what background they are. I don't care what their sexual orientation is. I don't care how they dress. I don't care how expensive their house is. All I care about is, are you going to make me freaking money?
Oh,
Sign here.
yeah, but I'm telling you, for me, calling or dialers and stuff like that is too much of a hassle.
Then don't
When
do
I-
it. There's actually 2,000 other ways to get leads in real estate.
Yeah, I'm also not door knocking. I'm telling you that. I'm not going on the door. If you want to point out door knocking, heck no, I'm not going to do that.
much to my coach's chagrin.
It's
I'm
like
not door
door
knocking
knock-
either.
Knock the door, get shot.
I haven't knocked on a door since probably 94.
You don't know how many people still door knock.
And door knocking works. If that's how you want to get business, just because you don't want to do it or I don't want to do it doesn't mean it doesn't work. There's definitely
No.
more efficient ways, but when you have no money,
It's just
have no
safety. For safety
Yeah,
reasons, I would not do it down
safety.
here.
Well, that's in Georgia.
Yeah.
In Indiana, I can still door knock if I wanted to.
No, in Georgia, if you door knock the wrong way, you get the slug through the door.
Well, you're not walking to the door and banging on the door like you're FBI.
God, man.
brother, you got to remember,
Maybe
I was
you
a
should
Mormon
move
missionary. Brother, I was a Mormon missionary in Germany for 2 years. If I can pitch religion to Germans for 2 years in Hamburg, of all places, and right after the wall came down, believe me, going door knocking in the U.S. is a piece of cake.
Oh, come on. David Hasselhoff brought the wall down. We all know it by now.
And we loved it. Hey, man, all I want to know is where's Kit today? That's all.
Yeah, I don't know where Kid is.
On that note, guys, I appreciate you all being here. Y'all have 1 minute to. How can I reach you if I wanted to be your client? How can I reach you, Michael? You go first because you're on cellular.
If you want to be my client, call Dave.
219-872-8000.
You can apply to be my client. What's that?
219-872-8000.
Exactly. Dude, just go to clubwealth.com. It's fine.
Michael, I appreciate you being on. I really do appreciate you being on.
I really apologize for being late, Dave. I appreciate you letting me log in late like this. That was super
It
nice.
happens.
Crash your party. It's good, especially with such rock stars, man. It's cool. What a good group.
We should do it again soon.
Yeah, I mean, you should bring more caliber next. You know, that show was good. You still got 3 viewers, more than you usually have.
I'm sure we'll get.
It was 4 before Michael got on. He had to leave
As
the
you said
group.
earlier, it's all about the leads, not the views.
Oh,
I screwed you guys out of 25% of your audience. I love it.
It's all about after it goes down. It's the views after the fact is all that matters to me.
You just got to promote more, man.
Say it again.
You just got to promote more. Like maybe go to like an hour before and then maybe 2 hours before. By the end of the year, you could be like maybe 3-4 days in advance.
You're asking way too much out of me. This is just an excuse to drink a bottle of wine on Monday nights.
That's awesome.
oh, is it Monday? Oh shit.
It feels like Sunday, doesn't it?
It
Bill,
does.
if anyone wants to reach out to you, how can they reach out to you? That's you, Bill.
Oh, me?
Yeah, but
You are Bill. You're the only other Bill here.
I didn't even hear it.
Oh,
Yeah. If you want to work with me, just call Dave.
I already got 2 teenagers calling me.
I'm
to
on
prank me
Facebook.
At this point. I don't need
I'm on
I don't need
Google.
more.
If you want to work with me, you can find me.
I
Bill's
want,
easy.
I want those guys from Misha's neighborhood, man. Those 2 kids are going to be rock stars.
Yeah, they are. If Misha hires them.
Feeling me,
Misha, you're
Misha.
next. If I'm moving to Warner Robins, who do I call?
If you go to Ronan me, if you're gonna go, but you know, I'm on everywhere: Facebook, Google, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. What else is there?
Misha was my rookie of the year like 5 years ago.
That was probably 5 years ago. Yeah.
You're my rookie of the year. And Mary Phelps is my second rookie of the year. I need a third rookie of the year.
Mary Phelps.
She's out of Michigan.
Is that the swimmer's sister?
No, she's probably his mom.
Oh.
She's probably mad that I just gave away your age. Larry, if anyone wants to reach out to you, how do they reach out to you?
LarryLee.com, LARY, so LA2RsYLE.com.
Dude, you should overthink that website.
Yeah. Or
That-
you can Google. or you can Google me.
That sounds like adult business.
Yeah, it's all good. Larry, let's just do Larry. But yeah, you can also Google Larry the Mortgage Guy. You'll probably find me. I make sure.
I'm easy to find. DaveWoodson.com. Dave Woodson. Just Google Dave Woodson for Christ's sake. Or call me at 219-872-8000. I appreciate you guys all being on for my. This actually is the 6th anniversary of the show. I started the show 6 years ago tonight.
Happy
It was-
anniversary, Dave.
Yeah.
It was 2 weeks earlier. I did a show with just me drinking wine called Dave talking, and it was 6 years ago tonight that I started Wine with Dave, and a week later I started Wine with Woodson. So tonight's the actual 6th anniversary of the show.
Nice.
Awesome.
Congratulations, man. That's
Good,
awesome.
good stuff.
Yep.
I've
Most
had
fun I've ever
doing it.
had
I
with
appreciate-
nobody
I appreciate
watching.
Y'all have been multiple guests multiple
Almost.
times on the show. I appreciate y'all been doing it. Oh, I missed that, Bill. What'd you say?
Next year's
I said it's the most fun I've ever had with nobody watching. Almost.
They'll watch tomorrow, Bill. Trust me on that one. The groundswell on this will be huge on this one. Our riffing on Mary Shannon Moore will be legendary.
Yeah.
You should share the link. Oh, she's
When
not
do you
there
have her
right
on
now.
the show?
Never.
Come on, man.
You should ask her about that.
Even
think
Trump
she-
and Biden are going to bury the hatchet in each other's back one day.
I don't think she'd ever do this.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's not friends of Dave.
I
Hey,
never
tell her-
say
tell her
never.
Tell her that I'm going to be on, and I want to go toe to toe with her on what it takes to actually be successful in real estate.
invite her publicly right now. That
Yeah,
she
do
can't
it.
say no. Do
If
it.
if she would do the show, I would have her on. I promise you that.
Count me in, Dave.
I'm trying to
Tell
count
me,
more,
brother.
about 20 other people in as well. Andrew Gavin. You know, Bill, it was funny. It was me, you, and Noah did it wasn't through Facebook Live. It was through through another service that we did. We did a show.
Yeah, be
StreamYard.
live or something
Or
like
be
that.
live. Oh yeah.
Be live, yeah. And I just had my shoulder surgery, and I was on pain pills and drinking wine. And that was a good show.
That
what
was
was Noah's
probably-
last name?
That was a good combination. Holy crap.
It was
Why?
good. Then that dude like passed away suddenly. Like
He died. Yeah, he got sepsis. He had surgery or something. He got sepsis
Wow.
and died.
Dave,
Oh,
I hate to do this to you, but my
Noah?
wife is going to kill me if I don't go inside right now. So I got to get in there.
Thanks,
But-
Michael. Have a good night. Tell Tara I said hello.
wouldn't be
Thank
the
you,
first guy
boys.
this show killed.
It's been fun, guys. Hey, Bill, you need to stop talking so much on these things, man. Seriously, you're dominating a little too much, man.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh, is that the one Mary Shannon actually did a post about?
Noah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was me, Bill, and Noah, and someone else. It was on Be Live or
It was probably Andrew.
what was it?
It was probably Andrew. That guy was on there all the time.
Yeah.
he was.
He was invited on the night, but he had shoulder surgery, so he's probably viked up right now.
That would have been great.
I
Oh,
tried
yeah.
to get him on.
That would have been.
But it was the three of us, and it was a fourth person as well. But I just had shoulder surgery. I was sitting on my couch. We did a live before his live, Facebook Live. That was one of my early shows as well.
That's 6 years ago, Dave.
That was like 7 years ago.
Do you remember what was last year? Yesterday?
Yesterday was Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I watched racing all day.
I don't know what happened 6 years ago.
I have a bad I have a good memory for that stuff.
I do
I
not.
remember every hooker you ever been with.
What?
What was that line from Jerry Maguire? It's my job, the nerdy stripper hooker you ever been with.
Holy moly.
Not show friends, it's show business.
You are a business man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate
So
you guys,
Mary Shannon Moore is officially invited.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Mary Shannon Moore is officially invited, and we're all going to
She's
come
officially
on.
invited. If she wants to come on and explain her 700-person open house, she's more than welcome to coming on.
Well, and Meme Gate. Like that should be the title of the
Meme-
episode is Meme,
Meme
Gate.
Gate.
Yeah.
Anytime she wants to come on and defend herself, she's more than welcome to come on. But she won't do it.
Everyone has to post in that group now. Share this into that group.
Yeah.
Can you share from Jason's group into Mary's group?
I
Or
will
Shannon's group?
I will upload this one to YouTube.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Everybody share it in the owl group.
Yeah. Whoever is still in the owl group,
It-
because I got banned.
Trust me, it'll get deleted.
Well, it's got to be shared like 600 times because it'll be constantly deleted.
Send
But
it-
I don't want to share it for my. I've
So
got
that-
an alter ego that goes into that group.
I
once in a
would
while,
just
and I don't want
send
to
it
get deleted from that group.
directly to Shannon.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Send it directly to Shannon.
See, that's German engineering right there.
She's got me blocked.
Well, I'm not.
I'll let you know when it's uploaded to YouTube.
All right, I'll send it to her.
Nice.
I'll timestamp it for you.
Sounds good. I'll send it to her and say, hey, invitation for the meme gate discussion.
Say hundreds of agents.
The Daver wants to talk to you.
Put on your WWE dress.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys.
Thanks for coming on, Pete. I appreciate all of you 100%. I do appreciate you guys all being on. Larry, I'll see you tomorrow during your
No, I cancel everything because my kids. It's me and just the boys. My wife's in London, So there's no way I can do these calls with my kids. Like they already like dumped like 5 bags of chips just now around me.
Come
So
on, don't dare you do it.
yeah, I'm gonna do it next week when my wife's back. So yeah.
All right, man. I'll
Sorry.
talk to you guys later. You guys have a good night.
All right.
Thanks for being
Appreciate
on.
you, buddy.
Y'all
Happy
do.
anniversary.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Later, guys.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Misha. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. It's been 6 years. It's been fun. It's been a great deal of fun. I've done it. I've enjoyed doing this show, and I'll keep doing it for 6 more years as long as my health keeps me, allows me to keep doing it. I'll keep doing it. Yeah, I finished the bottle as of old times. Tonight's wine was the Seno. The Seno. About a $13. I think it was $13 bottle of wine from Strax with local grocery here. Any questions, reach out to me at davewoodson@gmail.com, dwoodson@gmail.com, or 219-872-8000, or from me up here, or send me a link here as well. Talk to you all soon. You guys have a great night, and talk to you next week. I'll have a guest on next week. I'll reach out to someone next week and have a guest on. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.